On to Georgia. A lot of respect for Kirby and the job he's done. Go against some recruiting. I know the players that he's recruiting. I know the type of coaches that he has on his staff. This is a well-coached football team and very athletic. It'll be the best offensive line and defensive line we've seen all year. I watched their offensive line this morning. They're phenomenal. There's 3 guys on there, probably 4, that'll be top draft choices. All 5 of them will play in the NFL. They're multiple on offense. They're averaging 33 points a game. 200 on the ground, 220 passing. Jake Fromm's an excellent quarterback. We all know about him. DeAndre Swift, one of the best tailbacks in America. Big wide receivers and a great offensive line. A very, very good system. Very physical football team. Again, on defense, by far the best defense we've seen. 10 points per game. They're basically out of 4-3, some 3-4. Only giving up 257 a game. Tyler Clark and their defensive line, I watch them all the time because I watch opponents' offensive line. They're very well coached. They're quick. They're disruptive. J.R. Reed's one of the best safeties we're going to see. He and Richard LeCounte, 2 outstanding safeties. Good on special teams. This is going to be a battle. It's supposed to be for the SEC championship. We're going to have a regular week's work here. Thursday morning, we'll meet at 11 o'clock. We'll have an early practice, and then Thursday evening we'll go on down to Atlanta and have a regular Friday practice in the Georgia Dome Friday afternoon. Any questions?
Hey, Coach. Georgia fans are known to travel pretty well,
Yeah.
and this obviously isn't very far of a trip for them. So how are y'all prepared knowing that this is more of a home game for Georgia?
Well, I know our fans are going to be there. I feel good about that. Everywhere we've gone, we've had great fans. But we will treat this as an away game. We will have crowd noise on Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll be very well prepared for all the Georgia fight songs they'll play on our field all week.
Ed, are you confident that no matter what happens Saturday, that you are in the playoff?
No, I ain't thinking about it. We're not buying into that at all. We got to win. I don't know if we got to win to get in the playoffs or not. I'm not even talking about that. Our goal is to beat Georgia and win the SEC, and then let's see what happens. So that's not coming into play. We're not talking about that, and we're not even considering it right now.
And being a native son, I'm sure you have a special appreciation for what this game means to people here. What have you sensed from the fans that it means to them going back to Atlanta?
Yeah, they fired up, obviously, and that's what they want. LSU wants a winner, and being an SEC championship means a lot. This is my first one, so a lot of people have been telling me about it. I'm sure it's going to be a great game, but you know what? Today's Tell the Truth Monday. We're going to take it one day at a time. This is not too big for our football team. Our team can handle this. Our coaching staff can handle this. It's going to be about beating Georgia. We're not going to get all the stuff outside and make it too big of a game than it already is.
You mentioned Fromm and your respect for him. Kind of a 2-part question. I'm interested in what in particular you like about him, but also why do you think he's been under 50% in each of his last 4 games, completion-wise?
Yeah. Well, I don't know that much about him. I watched 3 or 4 games, and what I'm saying is we're not done evaluating. It's going to take the whole week. So I can't tell you why he's thrown under 50% yet. I can't tell you that. I do know this. He's the winner. I think he's a fantastic young man. He's a leader. And they believe in him at Georgia, and he's won a lot of games. So that tells you a lot about a quarterback.
Hey, Coach, right here. I guess kind of as a secondary, how do you prepare for a Georgia receiving core that will probably be without its 2 top receivers, at least for the first half?
Well, we're gonna, obviously they've recruited very well. And just like us, we talk about next man up. And I'm sure they have some guys chomping at the bits to play in a big game like this, so they're very well coached, and they'll play well. So we'll look at the projected starters. We'll look at the games that they play, and we'll evaluate them just like everybody else.
You've said before that you think Joe Burrow won over the team at last year's Georgia game. I mean, what was it about that game that you think did that?
To be the quarterback with stature at LSU, in my opinion, it's my opinion only, you have to win a big game. And that was a big game. I think they were the number 2 team in the country. And he proved to his team that he can win that game. And obviously, he beat Alabama this year in 12 games. So he's been backing up what he's been saying.
Are you fearful that Georgia's best game isn't on tape yet? It seems like they've been relying on their defense, to stay and
Sure.
win games?
They're gonna play their best, man. This is their third time here in a row, and they gonna be hungry. They well coached. We beat them last year, so they got a little chip on their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And we got to let last year go. Last year is different. We played them at home. Now we play them over there. It's a whole different team, a whole different circumstance. But what I am confident of our football team is they're very confident in their abilities. They're very confident in their abilities to adjust during the game. I think we have an excellent coaching staff that people can throw whatever they want after us. We're going to have answers, and we have players that can do it. But again, it's going to come down to blocking and tackling and taking care of the ball.
Coach, to your right, how much have the games you guys have played this year and the big wins you've had, especially on the road, help you and give you confidence for this game?
A lot, because you're going to face adversity on the road, and the crowd's going to be in it, and it's going to be hard to hear the snap count. We have to go to a silent count, whatever that may be, and we're going to have to stick together as a team. And I think that our team has shown they can do that, and it helped that we went on the road and made some big plays at some critical times. I do believe that we do have some players like Joe Burrow. He's great under pressure. He wants the pressure. We got some receivers that feel that they can make the play under pressure, so we should be in good shape.
Georgia's defense is holding teams to just 71 rushing yards per game. What have you seen on tape from their defensive line, why they've been so successful against the rush?
You know, I watched them a lot, and I recruited every one of those guys. First of all, they're NFL players. They play with low pad level. They play a 3-4. They play very, very good technique when they play the 3-4. They play the 4-3, and they bring that number 99 in that weighs about 330 pounds. I'm sure that's a light day for him. And he knocks everybody back and lets those linebackers run. I think the thing that when you watch the Georgia Bulldogs, and this has been ever since I've been watching football, they get 11 helmets to the football. Man, they fly to the football, they tackle well in space, and they're very physical.